I couldn't believe this. Chris Demm says, this is Sports Dirt, that NBA fight that happened before the start of this season, Golden State had Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. And Draymond Green, you'll recall, just knocked the crap out of Jordan Poole during a practice. And really the whole season, they never were quite together. You know, they that sort of loomed over their whole season. And no one really knew what happened, except I did hear that Jordan Poole would run his mouth a lot, you know, that he's a trash talker. And one of the great trash talkers of the league. But he said to Draymond Green now, and you correct me if I'm wrong, this just came out, that the reason he fought him.
Yeah, I read on, I guess it was Saturday, Poole's words to Draymond Green at that practice in question were, and I'm quoting now, "You're an expensive backpack for 30. And I had to unpack it because 30 is Steph Curry. The implication is Steph is carrying you in your giant contract and your lard ass.
That's quite a shot to say you're just an expensive backpack for 30.
You're an accessory.
To Steph Curry, you're weighing him down. He's carrying you and your bloated contract.
And you're a backpack.
You're a backpack for him. Now that's low.
If you are Jordan Poole, because they traded him, right? He's on a different team.
He's gone now. Yeah, they kept Draymond and they traded Poole.
Would you design a Jordan Poole line of backpacks?
Yes. I mean, that's a great way.
Too edgy?
I think it'd be a great idea.
Or Draymond Green do a backpack?
I don't think Draymond would do that because of what's come out now.
Too close to home?
Yeah. But I think Jordan Poole could. Wow.
Although I always have thought, and I guess it's just why they do pay Draymond so much money to stay there. Because his numbers
never understood
his numbers aren't great. The only thing I can figure is he does get in the other players' heads. He will get the crowd going with a foul, a technical foul. But his numbers are always just kind of universally okay.
Yeah, he's not that great. But he does have a lot of intangibles. Like, he brings a lot of heart to it.
Yes,
you know, he does.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I've always wondered, because, I mean, he does make a lot of money compared to guys his size with his numbers. He makes a fair amount more than them.
Yeah, I agree. I never know.
But some of that is being, that's a reward for winning titles.
But and they did get rid of him, or keep him, and get rid of Jordan Poole, which I thought was the wrong move.
Well, he's just, I mean, and plus he's older. You know, he's played for a long time. It's a little surprising that they haven't moved off him, but they kept the core together. They kept Steph Curry and the other guy, Thompson is such a great shooter, but he's had so many injuries. Yeah. But that line, you just a backpack for 30.
It hurts.
Oh, well, and then he punched him. You know, I mean, he punched him.
That hurts too.
It reminded me of, and Chris Demm's more into this than I am, but the World Cup. Chris Demm's born in France, so he always cheers for France in the World Cup. And they've been to 3 World Cup finals fairly recently. Won 1, lost 2. In one of them that they lost, they were playing Italy, and the team's best player, Zidane, got thrown out of the game.
That's French.
French for Zidane. Got thrown out of the game because he headbutted an Italian player. But the reason later we found out was the Italian player said to him, "Your mother's a dirty whore." And then Zidane said, "What?" And he says, "Oh, by the way, your sister's a dirty whore also." And then he headbutted him.
Yeah.
Now, do you blame Draymond for punching Steph Curry or for punching Jordan Poole, who said you're a backpack for 30?
I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
That sounds like typical basketball talk.
You a backpack for 30? That seems
an
like
expensive backpack.
Yeah.
It's
personal, but I don't think you can go hitting.
Yeah, it's personal, but let me tell you, I think Draymond would easily go that low, if not lower.
Maybe to an opponent, but you're talking about in practice. We're talking about practice.
But these guys go after,
But that changes the mindset, too. Like, if you're in a competition, if you punch someone, you're out. In practice, they didn't think anyone would even see it.
Well, it got leaked.
But it did get leaked.
It did, yeah.
I'd like to know what Draymond was saying to him leading up, because I think that's where Jordan Poole got to his. I've had enough of you.
I'm sure there's back and forth.
Yeah, I've had enough of you moment.
Well, both of them are yappers.
Oh, absolutely.
They yap it back and forth. But that, to me, is pretty low. You say it's not that bad.
No, I think that's if you're playing basketball and the dude's just yapping and yapping and yapping, and we know Draymond just goes on.
Yeah.
I think Jordan Poole just hit his limit. I don't think it was that bad. He didn't include family or mama or girlfriend or.
I think it's worse. It's worse. It's a professional slap, and 30 standing right there. It's like you're just a backpack. I mean, to me, it's a real jab at a basketball player. If you'd say, "Look, your mother's a whore." Okay, yeah. We know your mother's not really a whore.
That's kind of what I see Draymond.
It's too close to home.
See, that's what I see Draymond kind of them, practicing.
Yeah.
And Draymond John, ask your girl how my jump shot is. Ask your mama how this fadeaway goes.
Right.
But I think that to me, and then Jordan Poole, and probably was messing with Poole too. Oh, what are you going to do? You shouldn't even be on this team. Blah blah blah. Jordan Poole makes a shot and goes, "You just a backpack for 30." And then Draymond loses his cool. I'm totally Jordan Poole team Jordan Poole on this.
Wait a minute now. But what I'm saying is, if somebody says, I was all up in your mama last night, or
That's, I don't know.
Or ask your mama how that tastes, something like that. That is his tale as old as time. He's not really up in your mama's business. He's not really, your girlfriend's not really a whore. You just say that.
The nuts aren't in the guts.
The nuts are not in the guts. But when you say you're just a backpack for 30, now that's true. When you tell the truth and it's professional and 30 standing right there.
My thing is maybe that's what offended Draymond.
Exactly.
Was that he knows he's just a backpack.
Exactly. It's too close to home.
Yeah.
It's too true. That's
you don't say it in front of. You don't say it out.
Exactly. You don't
but
say it.
But you can't tell me. You can't tell me that those things are not being said to Draymond on the court by the opponent.
I don't know about that. I think there's a professional courtesy where you will say things that are outlandish.
Draymond has said
but
horrible
not
things to people.
I think you say things that are outlandish, but when you start saying things that could be true, you start taking.
Yeah, but I mean that's what basketball, is. You're taking shots at someone's game. So he's saying Draymond is just a backpack for 30. Now, of course, it's coming from a teammate.
Wait a minute.
But you're telling me that out there when Draymond's playing, nobody's talking to Draymond about his game? If he's getting dunked on,
you can take a shot at that. You can say, "How my nuts taste." You can say, "Brick City" or whatever. You're Brick City, but you can't.
Airball.
You cannot. Right.
To me, I think he gets it all the time. I bet that's why I think he got so mad is that he probably does on the court. When somebody does something, they're probably like, "Oh, what are you doing out? Oh, you just here because Steph's here.
Can I quote?
You just here because Clay's here."
Let me quote Coach K on how to do this. Coach K
proper
says,
fan behavior.
Cheering for your own team or against someone else.
Defense. Yeah, let's go. Come on, Duke. Let's go, Duke. Come on.
As teammate, you'd think that he would say to Draymond, "You'll get him next time." Come on. We're in this together. We're in this together.
You pulled one over on management with that last contract.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're the reason I can't get a max now. But I got to carry you.
Well deserved, Draymond.
I'm driving a 3-year-old Range Rover because of you.
I think keep working on your game, Draymond. Even when he misses 20 shots in a row, but you're so good defensively. That's the kind of thing.
You've got heart.
You pick each other up.
You got a rebound.
You pick each other up. There's there's finger pointing in Cincinnati right now. The Bengals have gone to 1-3.
Ooh.
Bad start to the season.
Bad loss.
Joe Burrow looks bad. They've lost games they shouldn't have lost to teams that I think Joe Burrow's hurt.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow's not right, and he's not saying, or they're not saying it.
They asked Jamar Chase, the receiver, world-class receiver for the Bengals, all-world last year. What's happening? Why can't you get open this year?
In 4 games this season, do you feel like you've had less time to get open and create space for yourself?
Nah, I'm open. I'm always open. Excuse my profanity. I'm sorry.
You heard it. Nervous laughter. If you missed that, he said, "I'm open. I'm always effing open."
In 4 games this season, do you feel like you've had less time to get open and create space for yourself?
Nah, I'm open. I'm always open. Excuse my profanity. I'm sorry.
That's a superstar wide receiver mindset, right?
That's right.
I'm always open.
Throw the ball.
Get me the ball.
I think they want the ball every single play.
Every play.
Throw me the ball. And he's no different. He's in the prime of his career.
But you don't like to see this.
No. They're
I start to pull apart.
I know. That's my AFC North team.
Mine too.
except for Pittsburgh, who I do cheer for because of my friend. A friend of mine likes Pittsburgh. A friend of mine likes Pittsburgh.
Friend.
You're just a backpack.
You really are.
You're just a backpack for Dave. What?
Some say you're a backpack for the diesel on pickleball.
A lot of people say that. So you're a backpack for 57.